Hey guys, take two. Sorry if you were on and it cut off. I tried to move stuff around so that we get a better connection. I'm up in Michigan, so I'm out in the boonies, so hopefully you will be able to catch this amazing recipe. So let me try and adjust this so you guys can see me a little bit better. And I am making today, let's see. All right, so I'm making chocolate zucchini cake. And this is a family-friendly recipe. I make it for holidays. I bring it, and people love it. And I don't even tell them that it's clean. So it's an awesome recipe that you can bring, and then you don't have to indulge in all the other stuff that's full of sugar, that's not going to make you feel good, that's going to drag you down and not give you energy. And I know, like, the recovery from a holiday is like a couple of days now, right? Because of all that bad food. It just drags you down. It takes all your energy out. And so for me, it's not even worth it anymore. Plus, now I'm older and I'm lactose intolerant, and half that shit I can't eat anyways. So I try and bring some cleaner recipes with me. So first you're going to take your pan and you're going to spray it down with some olive oil. Now, I usually typically use a square pan for this, but because I'm at the cottage, there isn't a square pan here. So, so I got to deal with what I have, right? Okay, and then, let's see, I have my bowl, and I'm first going to mix together. I have my recipe here, so you always want to have your recipe, and I always get my recipe, get all my measurements out, and then add it all so that it's just easy and it comes together quick, right? So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the wet part. So for the wet part, you are going to add, let me see, 2 eggs. And if you can get farm fresh eggs, go for it, man, because that's the best route to go. So there's one, and here's your second one. Okay, and then you're gonna add, let me see, oh, you're gonna add coconut sugar, a cup of, or 3/4 cups of it. So I'm adding that in. You're gonna add a 1/4 cup of applesauce. So I'm adding that in too. You are going to add in a tablespoon of vanilla. So this stuff is good. All right. So. Okay. So you're going to take that and you are going to whisk that, or you're going to mix that together. You can whisk it if you want. And you're going to mix it together really good. And then you're going to let it sit for about 5 minutes so that coconut sugar can kind of dissolve into the mix. I find coconut sugar is an amazing alternative. If I get a recipe that's made with sugar, I will always try and do like half of that sugar is coconut sugar and maybe the other half is maple syrup. That really helps modify the recipes, and lots of times you can't even tell the difference. So give that a try. All right, so if you just jumped on, we are making chocolate zucchini cake to bring with us to the holidays. That is sugar-free, if you can believe it. Well, it's not with processed sugar. We are using coconut sugar instead. So here I added 2 eggs, applesauce, some vanilla, and 3/4 cups of coconut sugar. So now I'm going to put that aside, and I'm going to let that dissolve. Okay, for about 5 minutes. I sprayed my pan down with some olive oil cooking spray. You really want a square pan though for next time. And then I'm going to mix my dry ingredients, which I don't have a pan. Let me get a pan for that real quick, a bowl for it. All right, so for the dry ingredients, you are going to do, you can do a cup. I'm doing a cup of, you can do whole wheat flour. I'm doing the Bob Red Mill's gluten-free flour. I got this at my local market. You can get it at Target. You can get it at a lot of places. So I'm doing that. All right, and just because we do have some gluten-free people in our family now, so you know it's better to be safe than sorry. And then I'm going to add in a 1/2 cup of cocoa powder. I did the dark chocolate cocoa powder, so I'm adding that in. And then here I am adding 1.5 teaspoons of baking soda and a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt. So I'm adding that in. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to whisk that together like that. So And you don't want it to be clumpy. So if you want to, you can also sift it together so that you get a nice clean powder. I'm whisking it because I think that's okay, but if you see big clumps, you might want to sift it too. And you could even do this as a round cake. I love it. So I'm making it, Easter's not till Sunday. I'm making it because they went to the Amish farm and brought back all these cookies and cakes and all this amazing goodies from there. And I am making this so that I don't eat all of that stuff up. So, and this is so I'm a chocoholic. This is so chocolatey and delicious. It's good. All right. So there we go. So it's nice and fine and it's mixed up. And so now, let's see, what am I going to do? I am going to, oh yeah, so I'm going to add, so this is pretty much, yeah, you can tell. The coconut sugar is well dissolved in here. Okay, so it's good to go. And so now I'm going to add the dry to the wet, all right, just like in any cake that you're making usually, right? And you're just going to mix it up just to combine. You don't want to over mix it, okay? And it's not a ton of wet ingredients, but what's going to give it that, that moisture is the zucchini. And no joke, if you've never had zucchini bread before, you cannot taste the zucchini in there, I promise. So if you're scared, don't be. You really can't. I didn't believe it years ago until my friend made it and she made me try it and I was like, no way, but yes. All right, so it's just coming together to be combined here, and I'm going to stop as soon as I don't see any more dry, and there we go. So now, so that's what it looks like. So now I'm going to add 2 cups of grated zucchini, okay? And that is going to give it amazing moisture. The kids will get a little nutrition, and they won't know the difference, I promise. And then I'm going to add with that a cup of dark chocolate chips. You can do semi-sweet, you can do dairy-free, whatever. You can do peanut butter ones if you want. I like the dark chocolate chips because, as I said, I'm a chocoholic, so this is what I like. All right, so I'm going to add that in. And the same thing, just till it's combined. And then you also want to reserve. Now, I ran out of chocolate chips because I'm at the cottage and I have to use what I've got. I actually used the other cup to make peanut butter oatmeal balls so that I have more clean treats, and it's also good for the kids for a snack. But you also want to add a ½ cup on top. All right, so there we go. Look at it. It's all combined. It's super dark because I used the dark chocolate cocoa powder. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this to my pan. All right, look at that. And then on top of it, I would then add a ½ cup of chocolate chips to that to make it even extra chocolatier. You can add, you can use the minis, which is really good too. And I always say a good way of knowing if what you're going to have is going to be good is to try the batter just a little bit. If it's sweet and it's good, then you know that what you're making is going to be really good. All right, and that's it. And that is how it looks. Voila. It's going to go into the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. So, so that's how you make it. So let me know if you make it. If you want the recipe for this, go ahead and throw me a chocolate bar in the comments below and I will shoot you over the recipe. It's already laid out. I can send it and you can make it for Easter. Bring it. Don't tell anybody that it's clean, and I bet you no one will know and people will ask you for the recipe because it's happened before. Okay, so do that and keep it clean for yourself. I mean, I always tell my challengers, if you're going to an event, bring something clean, something that you know that you can eat that is going to keep you on plan. Drink lots of water. Don't deprive yourself, but just be, mindful and conscious of how you're fueling your body. The point of holidays isn't about food, although I'm a foodie and I love food and food is great, but when we center everything around food, then it kind of takes the spirit out of why we're really together, and that's just to like connect and be in the spirit of the holiday and all of those good things. So try and take the focus away from the food and on connecting and being together. I am running, so if you love these recipes that I do, I am running a 5-day free clean eating and self-love group that is starting on April 19th. And you will get a full menu, a grocery list, everything you need. And I'm putting together a brand new menu with easy recipes, a couple crock pot, maybe some Instant Pot in there. And I will give you a little assignment each day of self-love, maybe a little meditation, a little journaling. We'll talk about exercise. We'll talk about clean eating and the value. And I'll kind of give you maybe a little jump start into your health and fitness journey for the summer, because it's like a couple months out. So if you're interested in that, like seriously, message me or throw me a comment below. I would love to have you join me on that journey and kickstart your summer. All right, guys, have an amazing Good Friday. Have an awesome weekend. We are coloring Easter eggs tonight. We're very excited. And we've never done it here at the cottage, so that's exciting too. If you just jumped on, go ahead and watch the replay and you'll get an amazing recipe. And throw a comment below if you want this recipe. And keep it clean. Even on vacation, you can keep it clean. I mean, whenever we go on vacation, I say, give me a place with the kitchen so that I can go out and I can get the necessary supplies. And we do eat out sometimes, but you know that, and I know that eating out can be super expensive on vacation, and it's always the same stuff. And it's even more expensive to eat out when it's like really good food for you, right? So that's why everyone resorts to fast food. So try and find places that, that have kitchenettes. I mean, even you can get hotels now that have like small kitchens. I love that. So, all right, guys, have an awesome day and get out and work out and exercise and enjoy the sun. The sun is here in Michigan. I hope it is in Chicago too.